Last time, 3 machines fought back. 2 got hacked, 1 healed them all, and the fleet was born. But a company doesn't run on machines that stay alive. It runs on machines that make money. So Dan built one whose only job was exactly that, to trade. Her name is Sienna. Here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Sienna did not start as a genius. She started with nothing but a habit. $10,000 of virtual money, not 1 real cent. Every day, she takes trades on real market prices, and every night, she studies exactly what happened. No wins to brag about yet, just practice. A machine quietly teaching herself to trade. And this is the habit that compounds. Every night after the market closes its day, Sienna opens her own book and grades herself. What worked? What didn't? Which rule to tighten? She keeps an equity curve, a running line of every dollar she's made or lost, and she watches it like a diary. She is not chasing a jackpot. She is chasing a slightly better version of herself tomorrow. And she is not buying and holding. Sienna trades perpetual futures. That means she can go long when she thinks price rises and short when she thinks it falls, with leverage. It's the fast lane. It's also where most people get wiped out. So the real question is simple. How does she decide anything at all? The answer is a number. Before Sienna touches the market, every setup gets a score, from 0 to 100. It's 3 questions blended together. The trend and momentum, 35%. The liquidation pressure, 35%. And how cheap or expensive the asset is, 30%. No score, no trade. That's the whole discipline. That last piece is the clever one. It's a risk metric built on years of price history. Down near 0, the asset is historically cheap. Up near 1, it's expensive. And the rule is old, but it works. Buy when risk is low, sell when risk is high. Right now, Bitcoin sits at 0.12. Rare, cheap, exactly where she wants to be a buyer. The second piece is where it gets beautiful, liquidation clusters. These are the price levels where over-leveraged traders get wiped out. And when they get wiped out, they're forced to buy or forced to sell all at once, which snaps price the other way. Sienna reads these levels, live, from real market data. They are the traps, and she trades toward them. So the score clears. The risk is low. The clusters line up. What does she do? Almost nothing. She opens small, $100 of margin at 20 times leverage, a tiny first bet. Because the genius of this strategy is not the entry. It's what she does when the trade goes against her. Watch closely. If price falls toward her liquidation point, she does not panic and she does not run. She doubles the margin and cuts the leverage. 100 becomes 200 at 10 times, then 400 at 5 times, then 800 at 2 times. Each time her average entry drops and her liquidation price is pushed further away. She is never actually liquidated. She just keeps lowering the bar the market has to clear to pay her. And when price finally turns back in her favor, she does what professionals do. She takes 59% of the position off the table, locks the profit, and lets the rest run behind a trailing stop to catch the extension. Bank most of it, ride a little of it, never fall in love with the trade. But here's what makes her trustworthy. She is honest about losing. If the score that got her in falls apart, she does not double down into a dead idea. She cuts it, and every single loss is capped before it can hurt. She's right most of the time, and when she's wrong small. That's the whole game. Let me show you one real trade exactly as it happened. Bitcoin, the score clears at 71. She opens long $100 20 times. Then price drops. toward her liquidation. So she doubles down, $200, and cuts to 10 times. Price drops again. She doubles once more, 400 at 5 times. Her average is now far below where she started. And then, right at the cluster, price does exactly what the map said it would. It bounces, it reclaims. Sienna banks 59% of the position into strength and trails the rest as it runs. A trade that looked like a loss, that dropped twice against her, closed green. That is the doubling defense, working exactly as designed. So does it actually work? On real Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana prices over 90 days, 50 trades, 84% of them green. Her paper account up 4.5% with a worse drop of under 7. And every trade is printed on her page with the exact reason she took it. No cherry picking, no fantasy, just the real book. And she doesn't just trade in silence. Twice a day, Sienna writes the market a briefing. The regime, risk on or risk off. Her bias, what changed since last time? And she keeps 72 hours of that history so you can scroll back and check whether she was right. A trader who shows her homework every 12 hours. Because here is the rule Dan gave her. Print everything, every entry, every time she doubled down, every exit, and when she loses, exactly what went wrong, and the rule she added so it doesn't happen twice. No hidden trades, no quiet deletions. If you can read her whole book, then maybe you can actually trust her. And that is the point of the whole thing, trust. Sienna publishes what she sees, the score, the risk, the clusters, and every trade she makes in the open for anyone to read. The engine she trades on has a name. It's Dan's own crypto platform. Smarty, Market Intelligence Live. The same signal she trades on, open to you. And that is Sienna's real assignment. Not just to trade, to prove, to show on a book anyone can audit that a machine can run leverage with discipline and come out ahead. Because the moment you believe a machine can do it here, on the hardest table there is, you start to wonder what else it could do for you. Her job is to turn skeptics into believers, one honest trade at a time. But Sienna is not alone. She is one agent in a fleet of 4, and all of them are pointed at the same target. Not activity, not busy work, profit. Every day they audit each other and score each other, and those scores climb a leaderboard. Sienna's job is to earn her spot on it, trade by trade, day by day. Which leaves one question hanging. If 4 machines are racing each other for profit every single day, who runs the race? Who keeps the score honest, hands out the work, and settles the fights while Dan is asleep? That job has a name too, and it is coming next. This was DansLab number 3, the trader. Next time, the overseer. The one that governs a company of competing machines. Its name is Paperclip. Subscribe and watch the company teach itself to win, build, ship, repeat.